Have you ever wondered why your spiritual journey began with strange physical sensations rather than profound mystical visions? You're not alone in experiencing unexplained symptoms that doctors can't diagnose but your soul recognizes as something sacred. Today we'll uncover a transformational truth. Spiritual awakening often begins with physical symptoms, not cosmic revelations. Get ready because what you're about to discover will explain those mysterious aches, tingles, and energy surges you've been experiencing. Your body is actually the first part of you to wake up, acting as a sensitive antenna that begins aligning with higher frequencies before your mind even understands what's happening. From a scientific perspective, consciousness and physiology are intimately connected, but ancient wisdom teaches us something even more profound. These aren't random symptoms. They're sacred signals that your entire being is upgrading to hold new levels of awareness and spiritual energy. What if those strange sensations in your body aren't health problems, but spiritual upgrades in progress? The tingling, ringing, heart-racing, and spontaneous crying episodes you might be experiencing aren't random occurrences. They're precise signs of vibrational recalibration happening within your entire system. Ancient traditions have always recognized that spiritual transformation manifests first through the physical body before reaching conscious awareness. Your nervous system, energy centers, and cellular structure are literally restructuring themselves to accommodate higher frequencies of consciousness. From a quantum physics perspective, everything is vibration, and as your awareness expands, your physical form must adjust to match these new energetic frequencies. This process can feel uncomfortable, confusing, or even alarming, but it's actually evidence that profound inner transformation is occurring. Your body-mind-spirit system is upgrading to a completely new level of spiritual awareness, and these symptoms are the beautiful, albeit sometimes challenging evidence of this sacred evolution taking place within you. Have you been hearing high-pitched tones, buzzing, or ringing sounds that seem to come from nowhere? This isn't tinnitus or hearing damage, it's your spiritual system tuning into universal frequencies and receiving what many traditions call spiritual downloads. These sounds often occur during moments of stillness, meditation, or significant spiritual growth spurts when your consciousness is most receptive to higher dimensional information. Ancient mystics recognized these tones as communications from unseen dimensions, messages from guides, or simply your awareness expanding beyond physical reality's normal range. The ringing typically happens in one ear at a time, with different tones carrying different energetic signatures and meanings. From an energetic perspective, your inner ear contains crystals that can literally attune to spiritual frequencies just like a radio receiver. Rather than being concerned about these sounds, welcome them as confirmation that your spiritual antenna is activating and you're beginning to perceive realms beyond ordinary physical existence. Do you find yourself exhausted despite getting plenty of sleep, feeling like you need more rest than ever before? This deep fatigue isn't laziness or illness. Your entire system is working overtime to clear old energy patterns and integrate new frequencies of consciousness. Think of it like your soul's operating system receiving a major software update that requires significant processing power and downtime to install properly. Your body is literally releasing decades of stored emotional energy, limiting beliefs and energetic debris, while simultaneously downloading new spiritual information and expanding your capacity to hold higher consciousness. Ancient healing traditions understand this as necessary energetic housecleaning. Your system must create space for new awareness by releasing what no longer serves your evolution. The exhaustion signals that profound inner work is happening even when you're sleeping or resting. Honor this sacred tiredness with extra rest, mindfulness practices, grounding in nature, and plenty of hydration to support your body's magnificent transformation process. Are you experiencing unusual headaches around your forehead and the top of your head that don't respond to typical pain relief? These aren't ordinary tension headaches. They're signs of chakra activation, specifically your crown and third eye centers expanding to accommodate new levels of perception and spiritual awareness. The pain represents blocked energy being released and new neural pathways forming to support your expanding consciousness. Your pineal gland, often called the seat of the soul, is literally awakening from decades of dormancy, preparing to perceive dimensions beyond physical reality. Ancient traditions have always recognized head pressure as a sign of spiritual opening, with many mystics experiencing similar sensations during their awakening process. The discomfort occurs because your skull must literally expand energetically to hold these new frequencies, while old limiting thought patterns are being dissolved. Support this beautiful process with meditation focused on these energy centers, gentle breath work to move the energy, and patience with your body's remarkable spiritual transformation happening within your head and consciousness. Have you felt strange, tingling, buzzing, or electrical sensations moving through your hands, feet, or spine during meditation or quiet moments? This is often your Kundalini energy beginning to awaken, the dormant spiritual force that ancient yogic traditions describe as a serpent coiled at the base of your spine. When this sacred energy begins to uncoil and rise through your chakra system, it creates these distinctive physical sensations as it activates and clears each energy center. The tingling in your hands indicates developing healing abilities, while spine sensations show energy moving through your central nervous system's spiritual pathways. Your feet buzzing suggests stronger grounding and connection to Earth's energy, essential for safely managing this powerful spiritual force. From an energetic perspective, your entire nervous system is being rewired to conduct higher frequencies of consciousness and spiritual power. Support this incredible process with yoga practices specifically designed for Kundalini energy, conscious breathwork to guide the energy safely, and energy healing modalities that help regulate and balance this awakening force within your system. Do you consistently wake up between 2 and 4 a.m. feeling alert, emotional, or spiritually activated? This timing isn't coincidental. You're awakening during what spiritual traditions call the spiritual hour, when the veil between dimensions is thinnest and consciousness naturally expands. Your soul is using these quiet pre-dawn hours for deep subconscious clearing, processing emotional material, and receiving spiritual guidance while your logical mind is less active. Ancient mystics deliberately chose these hours for meditation and prayer because the energy is most conducive to spiritual connection and inner work. The night wakings, vivid dreams, and emotional shifts you experience are signs that profound healing and clearing are happening in your subconscious mind. Rather than fighting these wakeful periods, embrace them as sacred appointment times with your higher self. Create a calming nighttime routine that honors these spiritual moments, perhaps keeping a journal nearby for insights that arise, and use this time for gentle reflection, prayer, or meditation, rather than trying to force yourself back to sleep immediately. Are you experiencing unexpected emotional surges, spontaneous crying, or overwhelming feelings that seem to come from nowhere? This isn't emotional instability, it's your heart and energy system releasing decades of stored trauma, suppressed emotions, and energetic blockages that no longer serve your spiritual evolution. You might feel chest pressure, trembling, or waves of inexplicable sadness or joy as old emotional material surfaces to be healed and integrated. From a spiritual perspective, emotions are energy in motion. An awakening requires clearing all stagnant emotional energy to make space for higher consciousness. Ancient healing traditions recognize emotional release as essential spiritual detoxification, understanding that the heart must be cleared to fully open to divine love and compassion. These emotional surges often accompany major spiritual growth spurts and are actually evidence that your system is successfully releasing what you've outgrown. Rather than judging these experiences as weakness or breakdown, honor them as breakthrough moments where your soul is literally crying out old pain to make room for new joy and authentic emotional freedom. Have you noticed that lights seem brighter, sounds feel louder, and environments feel more energetically intense than before? This heightened sensitivity isn't sensory overload, it's your nervous system adapting to perceive higher frequencies and subtle energies that were always present, but previously beyond your awareness threshold. Your spiritual awakening is, quite literally, expanding your sensory perception to include energetic and emotional information from your environment. You're becoming like a highly sensitive spiritual instrument that can detect the energetic signatures of people, places, and situations with remarkable accuracy. Ancient shamans and healers often possess this same heightened sensitivity, using it as a tool for spiritual guidance and healing work. While this increased perception can feel overwhelming in harsh environments, it's actually a profound spiritual gift developing within you. The challenge is learning to manage and direct this enhanced awareness skillfully. Support yourself by reducing exposure to overstimulating environments when possible, using grounding techniques to stay centered, and gradually building your capacity to navigate the world with this beautiful new level of spiritual sensitivity and energetic awareness. Are you experiencing unusual digestive symptoms like bloating, nausea, or sudden food aversions without any apparent medical cause? Your solar plexus chakra, the energy center governing personal power, will, and identity, is undergoing major clearing and recalibration. This third chakra, located in your stomach area, must release old patterns of powerlessness, people-pleasing, and false identity before you can step into your authentic spiritual power. The digestive changes signal that you're literally unable to stomach energies, foods, or situations that don't align with your evolving consciousness. From an energetic medicine perspective, your gut contains more neurotransmitters than your brain and serves as a highly accurate internal guidance system. Ancient wisdom traditions have always recognized the belly as the seat of personal power and intuitive knowing. These symptoms indicate your inner authority is awakening and demanding that you honor your authentic needs and boundaries. Support this powerful transformation with lighter, more conscious eating choices, occasional fasting to give your system rest, plenty of pure water, and mindful attention to how different foods and environments affect your energy and spiritual clarity. Have you felt unusual heart palpitations, warmth spreading through your chest, or overwhelming waves of love and compassion? Your heart chakra is opening to accommodate dramatically expanded capacity for love, empathy, and spiritual connection. This fourth chakra governs your ability to give and receive love, and its activation often creates physical sensations as your heart literally enlarges energetically to hold more divine love and compassion. The palpitations aren't dangerous. They're your heart learning to beat in rhythm with universal love rather than just personal concerns. Ancient traditions describe the heart as the bridge between human and divine consciousness, and its opening marks a crucial milestone in spiritual development. You might find yourself feeling overwhelming love for humanity, animals, or even strangers, along with deep emotional responses to beauty, music, or acts of kindness. These experiences signal that your capacity for divine love is expanding beyond personal relationships to encompass universal compassion. Support this beautiful heart opening with gratitude practices, heart-centered meditation, loving-kindness exercises, and activities that celebrate the interconnectedness of all life while honoring the sacred expansion happening within your chest. You're not alone in experiencing these mysterious yet meaningful physical symptoms during your spiritual awakening journey. These sensations aren't flaws, malfunctions, or signs that something is wrong with you. They're sacred signals that profound inner evolution is occurring within every cell of your being. Each tingling sensation, energy surge, emotional release, and sensitivity shift represents a milestone on your path of spiritual transformation and consciousness expansion. Your body is literally upgrading itself to hold higher frequencies of awareness, divine love, and spiritual power than ever before in your lifetime. Ancient wisdom traditions have always recognized these physical manifestations as natural and necessary aspects of authentic spiritual growth. Trust this remarkable process occurring within you, even when it feels uncomfortable or confusing. Support yourself with meditation practices, energy healing work, plenty of rest, and conscious awareness of what your body needs during this sacred transformation. Remember that you're not just awakening spiritually, you're becoming a living bridge between heaven and earth, and your physical form is preparing to anchor divine consciousness in beautiful, tangible ways.